Hey guys, it's Jen from Cat Scrap Designs. How is everybody doing this morning? I'm doing well. It's early on a Tuesday morning, and yesterday I just kind of vegged out on the couch all day. So it was my first day having my son at camp, so I really didn't do much. And took advantage of just watching a Law and Order SVU marathon. So I didn't do my 100-day project, ATH, for yesterday. So I'm going to go ahead and do that this morning. I believe that was day 19, and the prompt was cardboard. So I pulled out a couple of pieces of cardboard, corrugated cardboard, just from an old Amazon box, and took off, the top layer. And I pulled out a couple of pieces of, I took a picture out that I had printed, and then I took this Paris, it's not a postcard. I don't really know exactly what it is, but I just pulled this one out. A couple of index cards, which I've been playing around with lately. And I thought that I would make some toppers for junk journals, whether they be, little ones. I don't really have anything in mind. I just thought I'd have them on hand for if I wanted to even make a naked junk journal, maybe to put in my Etsy store and whatnot. So I had just taken these out. So I figured I'd work with these these objects right now. So, excuse me, because it's so early and I don't have my coffee with me. My throat's a little foggy. So I'm going to pull out my glue stick and my ink. I use this for inking as well. I'm going to go ahead and just ink up the edges around this little cute baby girl. I think I've used this one before. I love this picture. I just think it's so adorable. I don't remember where I got it from. I know it was a freebie of somebody's. It could have been Artie Mae's. I'm not sure. But isn't she cute? I think she's cute. So, again, just wanted to do a little inking, making it a little bit darker. I'm using my oxide ink, Distress ink. I believe it's Vintage Photo. The top of that, from leaving my ink dauber on top, I can't even really tell, but I do believe it is Vintage Photo. So, like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and do some inking around the sides. And this is a really simple project, and I've made several of these, and I love the way they look on albums, on journal covers. Just as a topper, you put your journal together, and then you have this to stick on top, and it's all nice and done. I do sew around mine, so that gives it the extra little added touch it really needs. I'm going to take this. I'm going to do the same thing with this index card. It's coffee dyed, not fully. As you can see, it's got streaks and whatnot. So I'm just going to ink around this one as well, just to get it a little bit darker around the edges. And this one, for whatever reason, is a little bit thinner than this one. So, and I'm kind of like doing two at a time. Normally I would do one at a time, and I realize that I take up a lot of time when I do that, and I don't want to leave this a really long video for you guys. So I'm going to do it to this one as well. I had just coffee dyed these the other day. I just love the way they came out over here. Whether we're going to see that or not, I don't know. That's the whole thing. When you coffee dye and you get like the way it comes out, sometimes you don't really get to even enjoy those special marks they leave for you because they're covered up by other things such as the cardboard or the photos. So we'll see if we're able to see any of these. I tend to do these on a slight angle. I angle them off. That's just how I do these personally. So yeah, so we'll take a look at how that comes out. What I'd like to do on both of these, just something a little bit different, I don't think I've done before, is do a little bit of inking, background inking on the pages that, see, I do, when I say I do them off-sided, I do them kind of like that. So I'm just going to do a little bit of, not inking, stamping, with my stamp that I love to use. It's just a script stamp. And I just do it for decoration, pretty much. So I'm probably going to get inky fingers now. So I just take this is my script stamp, and I just kind of go around it a little bit. Nothing crazy. Because I don't know, like I said, I don't know what's going to show. And on this one, the way they have the stamp, and that's going to be covered in the middle. You can't really, it goes like, this is straight up, this is straight up, then you turn it and that's straight up. Oh, look, I got inky fingers. So I'm going to go ahead and do it on this one. And if you notice, I don't re-ink every time. Okay. And that's really it. I'm just going to take the excess ink off. Leave that there. Excuse me. I'm going to get a wet wipe just to... take some of this ink off of my fingers before it gets stuck there. And I'm not using any color. I'm going with the typical, just the brown, the white, the sepia color, versus going with a color like one of my pink and purples, just because I like the way that looks. So I'll leave this here. I'm also going to just ink around here. You're probably really not even going to be able to tell that it's really inked up. You might notice it a little bit just because it's an oxide ink. I wouldn't even bother if it was a regular ink because you probably wouldn't even see it. And like I said, the majority of this is going to be covered up, so I'm not sure exactly what you're going to see and what you're not going to see until I put this all together. And it doesn't have to be, like, this doesn't have to be a perfect square. It was before I tore it apart. But in junk journaling, nothing's perfect, and we don't want it to be. So, I hope I'm in frame, and I hope you're able to see that. And you can buy corrugated cardboard on Amazon, but the cheapest is your old cardboard boxes, and they're free. So Okay. So I have this one here that I'll sew around. And what I'm gonna sew is basically just the Paris portion because I don't know what I'm gonna use this on yet. So this might be sewn again depending on, you know, where I decide to use it. Where did my, oh, there it is. Okay. See, and out of this whole corrugated cardboard, you're really only gonna see a little bit. I'm gonna leave her straight, but I am angling the index card. I may even move this over a little bit. And I just love the colors. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and take this over to my sewing machine and I will be right back. Okay, so I sewed these. These are both sewn around. I did a zigzag and I did the lined, and you'll see I have this straight, this angled, and then this straight. And not knowing what I'm going to use it for, I'm just going to leave it as is because I can always glue lace to the sides depending on where I'm going to use it, if I'm going to use it on a journal cover, or what I'm going to do with it. So this is how I would typically leave it if I'm going to do it in advance, you know, just to do it. Or if I was working on a project and I already had the journal completed and I just needed to finish off a topper, then I would know exactly, you know, what's in the journal, what the journal's about. And then I would go ahead with embellishing it with laces, maybe rickrack, and, you know, materials and so on. So, I mean, again, right now, this is like one of the simplest projects you can do. I love these. Even in a smaller version, these would be great for an altered paper clip. Maybe we'll do that one day. But this is my project for today. Day number 19, which is cardboard. Doesn't say corrugated, but it is corrugated cardboard. And I hope that this inspired you to take a piece of cardboard, go get one of your Amazon boxes, tear it apart, use a little bit of water just to get the top layer off, and use that in your projects. So if you guys have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I hope you like this. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do. I will have more videos coming out this week. And thanks again, guys. Until my next video, you guys have an awesome day. I will talk to you all real soon. Bye.